standing hamstring curl. I like to use the post of a squat rack to get set up. So when we're doing this, I'm gonna literally get the front of my right hip up against the squat rack here, and then I'm gonna point my toe on that right side. And I'm literally gonna pull myself in to the rack here so that the front of my hip and thigh stay on the squat rack, and then I'm trying to pull my foot toward the ceiling. Back down, back up. So the key here is to keep that toe pointed, to take the calf out of it and isolate the hamstring. Many people are hamstring dominant on what we call your proximal hamstring, so they want to arch their back to be able to bias that hamstring a little bit. By putting you up against the post on the squat rack, it puts your hip in a neutral position and it takes you out of that lumbar extension so your spine is staying neutral, and it allows us to isolate the hamstring at the distal portion, which is closest to your knee, which is going to be the one that's going to do that motion of getting your knee to bend. So again, pull yourself into the post in the squat rack. Try to keep your hip on the post. Do not add load unless you can get full range of motion with control. Then you can go about it by using like ankle cuffs if your gym or facility has an ankle cuff. You can take a resistance band, put 2 dumbbells on the ground, and loop a resistance band over your heel. You can be creative with the ways that you go to load it. Just make sure that everything is staying in a good and neutral position while you're performing the motion.